G'day guys, it is Tasman from Kacha and I'm here again with my good friend Liz Jones.
Hi Taz, how are you?
I'm very good. Now Liz and I have been working through some of the curly questions that Liz gets asked as a career coach for people in career transition into a new organisation or even in promotion with their existing organisation. So what curly question are we dealing with today?
Okay Taz, today is an oldie but a goodie. It's, what are your weaknesses? Well, sometimes they can frame it, what areas would you like to develop? Where do you see potential for growth?
So how do we deal with it? What do we do?
So most people don't deal with it very well.
That's true.
That's the truth. It's one of those questions, I think, with everyone that I've coached, we know that they're going to get asked this at some point in the recruitment process. Whether it's with a recruiter, whether it's actually with the organisation, we know it's going to come up.
Yep.
So to go into an interview and not have a prepared answer for this one is pretty bad.
Yep.
You know.
Gotcha.
What I often see is that people will kind of stumble through it and blunder through with a whole lot of things and just hope it will just go away and we can ignore it. Or the other alternative, of course, is that they come out with something really cliched like, I'm a perfectionist.
Oh, that one. That's deep and authentic, that one is.
I know. It's one of those ones we've all heard a few times and it does get a bit tired.
Totally, you bet.
So what we really want to do is to actually flip the narrative on this. And we want to start to be able to use this as an opportunity to demonstrate our authenticity and our self-awareness.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's often quite confronting. It takes a bit of courage to do that. One of the best ways to do that, I've found, is to actually go out and ask people. Talk to people about what your weaknesses are. So this is an activity that when we are coaching people in career transition, we'll often get people to go out to their friends and family, to advocates, not for critical advice, but for constructive feedback around what their strengths are and what their weaknesses might be.
Yep.
What they do differently to other people, and a whole raft of other things.
Absolutely.
This actually provides us with a really authentic narrative to use in interviews.
I find this super interesting. As a recruiter, I have heard the I'm a perfectionist thing so many times, and you just immediately discredit it and know that it's not true. And when we were processing these concepts, the idea that I would go to my friends or colleagues and actually get some feedback, I was initially resistant to that concept. But the idea as a hiring manager to have a candidate say, well, you know what, I've actually asked my colleagues about this, here's the feedback that they've given me, here's what I've learned and what I'm going to do about it, and then compare that candidate with someone else whose CV could be tremendous, but when they got asked that question they said, oh, you know what, I'm a bit of a perfectionist. Person A wins that race by a mile.
Absolutely, it's a chance to really own the interview.
Totally. Great. So there you have it, a vulnerable, authentic, and true way to express your weaknesses and get that job. So stay tuned, we've got more of these coming for you.